This is Nathan Haude, owner and operator of Haude Tutoring. I'm going to discuss with you today the concept of vertical alignment. Vertical alignment refers to the connection of content across grade levels, whether it's elementary content used later to learn new content in middle school and high school, or middle school and high school content that draws on earlier content. Okay, so to give you an example in an elementary setting, addition and subtraction are key concepts in elementary instruction. However, those can be used to lead into concepts of solving one-step equations and beyond that are used in middle school. For example, 4 plus 6 equals 10, but if the 6 is taken out, and you ask a student 4 plus what number equals 10, that's 6. So you could get to that by doing 10 minus 4. Just like in a one-step equation, you would cancel addition by subtraction. Okay. In middle school, I'm going to go to looking at integer values. Okay. Integers referring to whole numbers and their opposites. So, for example, if something is decreasing, that would be a negative value. If the temperature falls by 10 degrees Celsius, that's a change of negative 10. Okay. So, leading into high school content where slope is used more, at negative 10, let's say that was a drop of perhaps an extreme storm, something like that, 10 degrees per hour would be negative 10 over 1, would be connected to the concept of slope. High school example, something I used with a client last year that was in Algebra 2. We were simplifying radical expressions, and one of the things that I used to do that was division with remainders. Now, granted, that was a concept that the student learned several years ago, but it was something that could be used to determine the exponent of the variable that's outside the radical, and then the remainder being what's left inside. So there are connections that can definitely be made across grade levels. The way I incorporate this during tutoring sessions is to, like I say, connect to prior content, because if I can draw upon content from prior years, prior subjects, then not only am I reinforcing the prior content, but I'm also making it where it's less time, less stress, if you will, that there could be in acquiring the new content. In homeschool services, if it's, for example, a family consultation here at the center or strategy session, that's something where I could show the parent, guardian, the teacher who will be conducting those sessions in the homeschool setting of ways that you could use this content to go into further content. And the connections I would make would depend on the grade level of the student. For example, prior content that I would draw for a 10th grade student would be different than prior content I would draw for a 5th grade student. Educator strategies, whether this is teachers that are looking for classroom techniques, whether this is a teacher that is in an alternative certification program, depending on their teaching assignment, grade levels of assignment, go ahead and show some strategies here, model them here in the center, as well as give the instructor an opportunity to model them, and I can give them feedback based on that. Institutional programs, this will refer to programs that I offer which can be tailored to the specific needs of the institution, district, private school, or other educational entity, in which I can conduct trainings from individuals to district-wide trainings on strategies that could be used to achieve academic excellence in the area of mathematics. These programs can be tailored to the specific needs of the institution, but I also do have some perhaps more generic, if you will, programs that I could use to illustrate strategies, techniques that could be used across grade levels, and also later be tailored to individual teaching assignments. Benefits of vertical alignment. Mentioned some a little bit earlier, but the big thing, if I'm going to take one thing away from it, is making it easier on the student. Because if there's prior content that can be used, it's kind of like the idea of why reinvent the wheel. If I can use prior content to get to better understanding and mastery of new content, not only does that make it easier to acquire the new content, review the previous content, but it allows more time, more opportunity to go into enrichment on the new topics and to even move further forward in areas of academic excellence. If you'd like to learn more about the programs that I offer, whether it's tutoring services, institutional services, services in-home or at the center regarding tutoring, education-related services for educators and institutional entities, please feel free to go to my website. I have a contact form there that you can use. Send an email or call the office line or sending a fax. And thank you for watching.